you. I know you've been here for a few days now. You've not played since I think it was April. How are you feeling? How's your fitness levels?
Yeah, it's been difficult. Last season I had a lot of injuries, and I haven't obviously played in like 3 months. But yeah, it's good. I'm finding my feet again, and we started pre-season well.
And I'm right in saying you were ill, and that was why you were late coming over here. How are you in terms of that now? Are you back into full training? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back into full training. I'm over illness now. So yeah, I had to stay behind a few days in Cobham, but now I'm back here training with the team, and I feel good.
The squad that you rejoin right now is obviously very different to the one that ended last season. 12 players sold. There's another 3 back at home. You probably at the end of last season were one of the younger players. You're now one of the more experienced ones. Do you think you'll take on a different role this season?
I think there's a lot of different roles for the players that are still here. There's lots of young players now, so it's time for the ones that have been here longer to step up and try and show the younger ones the ways.
Yeah, and your manager was saying to us a couple of days ago that the captaincy is up for grabs and he wants people to impress him before the start of the season. Is that something that you would potentially like to do, whether it be this season or in the future?
No, of course. I've been at Chelsea my whole life, and it's something that I've always dreamt of. But yeah, I'm sure when the time's right, hopefully it happens.
How much of a challenge do you think this season is going to be with the amount of changes that we see to the squad?
It's definitely going to be a tough season. There's no easy season in the Premier League. Last season was probably the toughest I've experienced. But no, I think we're moving in the right direction. It was very difficult last season because there was lots of change. Some players probably didn't want to be there because they wasn't playing and stuff, so it was difficult. But no, we're on to a new page, and we're looking forward to the season.
Does it feel like that? Does it feel like a clean slate and starting again, obviously with a new manager here as well?
Yeah, definitely. Since the new staff and the managers come in, the energy's changed, and it's been very good atmosphere, and I think you could see that in our recent performances.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Just behind me. Hi, Reece. I just wanted to ask you, do you feel like you're over your injuries, your little injury run of last season, or are you still working on it, and you know how you're going to work on it?
I wish I could look into the future. I don't know if they're over, but I'm trying my best to stay on the field. We're working hard with the managing staff and the physios and stuff to try and make sure I'm ready for every game.
Could I just ask, do you have to do anything different to make sure you're on the pitch a bit more? Because, Chelsea missed you a lot last season when you weren't.
No, there's not really been too much changes. This season we don't play in Europe, so the games are broken up. So I think that might play a part in, keeping me on the field as well.
Hi, Reece. You not so long ago you posted a picture of a diary entry that you made, and you said in that you were experienced like the lowest of lows. Can you just talk a little bit further on what that time was like, and whether you're sort of over that and how you got over it?
No, as I said, it's mostly related to injuries and the season that we had last season. It was, as I said, it was super tough, and when you get injury after injury after injury, and you're not doing your job and what you enjoy, it's very tough, and it takes its toll on you. So yeah, it was a frustrating year, and I think that was the overall summary of it.
And just on this summer, it was mentioned earlier about the amount of change. A lot of those guys are people that you've known for years and years coming up through the academy. What was that like to sort of say goodbye to them?
Of course, it's never easy saying goodbye to people you've been playing with a long time, but as you all know, this is football. Nothing lasts forever, and sometimes everyone's pathways are different, and when it's time to move on, it's time to take a different route.
Hi, Reece. Speaking about how tough it was having that time out, did you have to do anything in that time mentally to deal with not playing, or did you take anything new on?
No, I didn't really take anything new on. I was just focused on my injury and recovery and trying to get back to full fitness and supporting the team where I can.
Hi, Reece. You said that the energy had changed in the club. Can you explain how and why that's happened and how it contrasts to last season, maybe?
No, I think last season we had a lot of bad results, and bad results, they have an effect, and when they're continuous as well, it's not the best to be around. And obviously this season, it's a lot of fresh faces, new staff, and I think it's had a big impact on the players so far, and everyone's excited and can't wait to get started. Yeah, of course.
Very positive. What is he going to say in front of me?
Liam?
Hi, Reece. There's obviously been a lot of new faces in the squad this summer. There were other guys who arrived in January, and this is their first pre-season. So what are you seeing day to day with this group as you're getting to know them, and what do you think you can achieve together?
No, I think it's early to say what we can achieve together, but we're Chelsea Football Club at the end of the day, and, we're ambitious. We don't enter anything not to win, and I don't see why us winning this season is not possible. I think we have a strong group, and, we're only going to get stronger the longer we play together, and, the more we understand each other and how the manager wants us to play.
Have the new signings made an impression on you as people as well as players? Are there some good personalities coming into the group now?
Yeah, of course, a lot of them are young, so they're still finding themselves as players. But no, it definitely seems like a good crop.
Okay, thank you.
Three more. I'm going to do Ben, then the two gents at the back.
Hi, Reece. You said that you've always dreamed of being Chelsea captain at least one day. Can you just explain what kind of leader you'd be and what qualities are necessary this season in terms of the more senior players being vocal?
No, I think everyone has a different way of being a leader. Some obviously speak and some show their actions on the field, but I think I could do both. I'd like to think so, and yeah, I try and help my team as much as I can. And as I said, there's a lot of young players, and I'll definitely be one to help them where I can.
Hey, Reece, here from NBC locally in Atlanta. Just curious as to what you know about the city of Atlanta and if you've heard anything about the fan base here, just the soccer fan base here in the city.
To be honest, I don't know too much about Atlanta, but I know that the Chelsea fans, all over America, everywhere I go, there's a lot of fans, and the energy seems amazing, and the support's great.
And last one here. Okay. Finished. Cheers, Reece.
Thank you.